Welcome back. Imagine how prices of steel will reduce when you are able to buy made in Ghana steel produced with iron ore mined in Ghana. Well, that may soon be the case of Ghanaians because Ghana will by the end of 2022 begin the mining of iron ore to help realize its vision of manufacturing steel and related products in the country. That's according to the board chair of the Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation, Alhaji Farouk Aliu Mahama. Speaking exclusively to my colleague Samuel Kujo-Brace, Alhaji Aliu Mahama indicated that 10 companies are currently working to determine the total iron deposits the country has.
If you have a president who has that vision, by the formation of this, he set up GIISDEC, and GIISDEC has been working, and I'm fortunate to have also taken over as the board chairman. Board chairman, I lead the organization with the board members and management to a reality of the president, and with the support of the Lands and Natural Resource Minister, my brother, Honorable Abu Jinapo, we've been able to put out GIISDEC onto the map. And as I was sworn in last year, before I was sworn in as the board chair, I appreciated the president's vision with myself and the minister, and I gave the minister my assurance of setting and hitting the ground running. And by so doing, we needed to know Ghanaians all the concessions in the country, from Sheni to Akpafu, the Oti area, to Opomansi, and now we've got discoveries in Podo in Upper West. So Ghana's iron ore was something that I wanted us to embark a mineral resource estimation that will give us an overview of the tonnage and also to validate the projected 6.4 billion that has been projected by Ghana Geological Survey. So today we are in a hurry, and as a board chairman, this is my first year anniversary, and I can tell you that we have achieved 3 great milestones to the achievement of my team and the board and the minister, including the president. And it's that we've been able to at least set out the tone to invite, because first of all, government alone cannot invest into the cost of doing MRE, that is mineral resources, is very, very expensive. So we were able to do only a block, and it takes a lot of investments. So we, through the direction of the minister and the president, we decided to do a private sector participation, because first of all, with the support of the technical committee on the board and the legal committee, I work in tandem with them to make sure, because blocks and these allocations, and it goes through a lot of procedures. And for instance, it is good for us to establish, to get prospective people to present to us. And we had companies, both Ghanaians, but we gave Ghanaians the priority to look at how we can incorporate them to come and do an investment of their own, not government. And we got into understanding with them to have an agreement that they are going to use their own resources to do the mineral resource estimation on their own risks, but not letting them to know that this block you are working on is not a block that has been allocated to you. It is, you are now doing prospecting to know the reports of what is there. After you have the right of first refusal, then there are a lot of processes that it must go through. It must go through cabinet, it must go through the the mines committee in parliament before it comes back. So it's a process of change. But the first achievement we've done is to get both foreign companies, steel companies, who are very big and who have the capacity and who've understood that they are coming to do an investment of their own resources at their own risks at the block, so that at least we have some activity based on the timeline the president wants to see us achieve the aim. So we've done that, and they've started, and as we speak, they are on the verge of commencing the mineral resource. Some are going to complete in the next 6 months. And after the 6 months, they bring the report to us. We take it through the minister and the procedurals to cabinet and to the parliament. Then we sanction, and the concession becomes, because for the property of Ghanaians, and it must be a transparent way of doing that.
So as we speak, there are 10 companies,
both Ghanaian and foreign steel companies, yes,
that are going to do mineral resource estimations.
Yes, at their own cost and their own rigs.
Okay.
With no ownership to any block.
Okay.
Yes.
So when they do it, since it's at their own risk,
yes,
then it means that they can continue with government and the state approval.
Yes, they can do they have the right of first refusal. Some would want to give the data and walk away. Some would want to have the data and go through the process, the minister and cabinet first. So it's a win-win affair.
Where are these people working?
They are working across the allocated blocks. We've done a site recognized visitation, which they did for them to understand before they know where the visitation. We also went around with them through the team. That's a technical team, because I don't run the day-to-day activity of GIISDEC. I'm just the board chairman, and the CEO and his team are those who are doing that with the transaction advisor. And they've been doing that, and they've done that. And recently, because OT region has not got the stakeholder and the education is needed, because if you look at Sheni has already done its resource estimation. We're just waiting to get an investor through the concessionaire to come up. But OT is a virgin place, even though it's a very rich area. But we needed to do a mineral resource based to validate and understand where we are. So we went to the minister with the approval of the minister and national resource minister and the board. We went to OT region to meet the regional minister, get all the stakeholders involved, all the chiefs, all the opinion leaders, all the district chief executives, because it's a stakeholder engagement. And this stakeholder engagement involves a lot of taking care of the needs and the aspiration of the people, for them to understand what it means. Some of them think that the people have been given the blocks like that. Some of them don't understand. And we advise them and we involve the stakeholder, the chiefs and the opinion leaders. And that is an opportunity that the president is giving to Ghanaians and the people. They're going to skills development training. They'll employ people in the area. They'll harness their skills development and also give them an opportunity to get the needed investment. So we advise the people in OT to give the investors a red carpet treatment, because they are coming in with their money to start and do the work. And if somebody is coming with his own money at risk to do the work, you don't have to give him that hostile relationship. Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. So for Sheni, it means that for Sheni we are ready to explore.
Sheni, we've done all the all the needed MREs. We know we have the validation, but the concessionaire has it, and we are now waiting to get an investor. The issue is that with Sheni, we are trying to get a beneficiation machine to get that kind of quality that it needs in the form of a standard quality, and that is how come we've set up an office in Yendi. We set up an office that we've employed people. And
that's the Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation
has an office in Yendi. Yes, and we are trying to do another operational one at the Tatal area that is near the district of the Sheni, so that when we get investors, they can come. We have officials at the office to be able to give employment to the people, for us to get people going. But OT was something that was virgin. But from our education, OT has the richest standards as we speak. So therefore, we are looking at how to harness the vision of the president and the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources.
That should be interesting.
Yes.
So if a company comes, Sheni, we can start
immediately
work from Sheni.
Yes, and we are working
get iron from there,
and even build a smelter in that area again.
But the companies that have expressed interest in doing the mineral resource estimation,
yes,
why haven't any of them tried to start work at Sheni?
Because we are talking to some prospective people too, and very soon we would, with the support of the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, and we would be able to have an investor who is taking up Sheni, because Sheni is just to start the work and the smelter plant and all the power that is needed, power generation that is needed. And that is why we set up and we did a validation of a master plan. We are privileged with the support of the president and the support of our hardworking lands and natural resources. Ghana is going to have a master plan of iron and ore steel. And we had a workshop 3 days ago. We brought all experts from across both lands and natural resources, environmental, EPA. We brought people from railway, because railway is going to be part of the mode of transportation. We brought experts from the GRIDCO. We brought experts from steel and consultants. We had a two-door and outdoor, and to critique the master plan that is yet to be outdoor. And KPMG is the one who's going to validate it. So it becomes like a final document that, with the support of the lands and natural resources, the president will launch it to the good people of Ghana. So everybody knows that Ghana, under the leadership of His Excellency, the industrialized revolutionary president in the Fourth Republic, to outdoor, and the support of the lands minister, to outdoor a master plan for the iron and oil industry of Ghana.
It means that any moment from now we can begin work at Sheni. Have we had companies bid to start?
Yes, we have companies bid, but for now it's too early. It's premature, and we would not want to. But I can assure you that we have a very president who is very, very serious-minded and wants us to achieve the timeline. And the president is always on our toes with the support of the lands and natural. And the minister, Abu Jinapo, is always in touch with the CEO and myself, and making sure that we make. And you can rest assured, having the privilege to have a working relationship with my brother, Damango MP, and natural resource minister, he's an action-oriented minister. And fortunately, I'm also an action-oriented person. So we've set out to achieve and make Ghana great. And trust me, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa, will make history by even having the idea of setting up GIISDEC to harness the potential of Ghana's iron and ore. Trust me, people from all walks of life will be coming to Ghana to explore, because the number of monies we spend in importation of iron rods alone, and the steel that we used to make. 3 days ago, I saw my brother, humble minister, Kojo Nkrumah, launch a steel bridge in his constituency. And if Ghana have this steel, you can imagine, we don't need to import all these steels. We'll do it in Ghana. Okay. And all our bridges and the road ministry would make, and the rail industry and the automobile industry that the president has set up through the trade minister is going to be something that we're going to be making use of here.
So what's the vision? Is it that we are going to export the raw materials, or we are looking at, from the goal, converting it into, final product in Ghana?
Yeah. And the good thing is that through the president and lands and natural resources, when we start mining, we will not export till after 5 years. So therefore, it tells you that we're going to add value to what we're going to do and minimize the cost of importation of iron rods. We spend almost 2.5 billion every year to import iron rods. So you can imagine when we start, the iron rods importation will be minimized through the direction of the president and minister. Because 5 years will not allow anybody to export. We'll leave it here. And the steel industry, through iron, will make steel. And the steel industry would also be able to make bridges, contractual terms, any contractor through the minister or the direction of the president, or any entity or government agency that wants to do anything that is still related, will get it from Ghana.
Oh, good news. But do we have the entities to transform the raw materials into finished products?
Yeah. And as we speak, we are having discussions with the minister, and with the support of the minister and the president, we are trying to open a subsidiary under the GIISDEC, and that is we're going to call Ghana Steel Limited. And that will be a subsidiary under GIISDEC. So that is going to be all steel-related items. We're going to set it up and make sure that it happens under the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's presidency.
So it is going to convert the raw material into finished products.
Into finished products, yes.
Iron rods and all other steel products here in Ghana.
Yes.
So after 5 years, what are we anticipating to export after 5 years? What do we envisage?
Obviously, when they know Ghana and Africa, have you forgotten, AFTAC has come? And obviously, after that, we'll make use of African countries around Africa to also want to make use of Ghana's benefits in terms of iron and ore. If you look at the steel manufacturers, they go import from other countries to bring to Ghana to do their whatever. So within the 5 year timeline is just like us to consolidate what we have within the first 5 years.
Okay.
And at any point in time, with the direction of the president and minister, we could obviously extend it to 10, but for now, we are limited to 5 years.
So when should Ghanaians expect mining of iron ore to begin in Ghana?
Good. Thank you very much for the question. As you said, we have a mandate as a board. This year, our operations was to make sure we achieve an exploration period, and that is what the board was mandated through the direction to the CE and the minister. We've done that, and we are entering by 2023 first quarter. Some of these people would have finished their report, go through the due procedures of getting their mining license through the approval of the minister and the presidency and the parliament. Through that, we'll be able to then kickstart the mining, because you have to have a mining license, and the minister must approve that and make sure that all mining engineers who want to do that get the approval of the minister to do that. And then we will obviously start mining. And I can tell you, before the end of 2023, obviously there will be mining activities in OT and other areas in Ghana. I can tell you that. And look at what it's going to bring. Job opportunities. The president is going to get a skilled, low skill to high skill. And the skills that these investors are bringing are going to transfer. There will be Ghanaian participation, because there are some equities that will be coming to the country, and Ghana's own some share by the state. And all those things, the foreigners will not come and be employing people anyhow. They will employ people in Ghana and add value. And you can look at that type of employment opportunities the president is going to give through the Lands and Natural Resources Minister. We're going to create a lot of employment in the OT area. In the western Upon Mansi area, we're going to do the real water. The investors are coming with Chinese to start it. They are putting up $800 million to put into the Upon Mansi area and the Shane area. And I'm telling you, Ghana is on the move, and Ghana is going to be industrialized under the leadership of Nana Addo. And iron ore and steel would be Ghana's legacy for the president.
The 800 million is into what? Railway?
They're going to put investment into the the Opomanse in terms of infrastructure, what they're going to put, the mining and all that they're going to put inside. And we are talking to other companies who also are coming in with their consortium for another $1 billion investments, and they are coming in to also see how they can do some work for us. We are all under discussion. These things are not yet out, but we have a vision, and the vision of the president. I'm happy that with the minister and myself and the CEO and the staff and the board and the transaction advisor, we have been able to hit the ground running. And 1 year under my office as board chairman, even though I lead the board, I'm proud, and with the support of the minister and the president, we are making it great.
So if I understand you, mean the Opomanse already has a contractor that is going to work there?
Yeah, the Opomanse has a concessionaire, yes. And it's a Ghanaian.
Oh.
Yes.
To start exploration of the iron ore in
Opomanse. Opomanse, we are not doing exploration again. He has the lease, 15-year lease.
Okay, to start mining.
To start mining, yes. And it's going to start before the year ends or before the first quarter of the year.
Before 2022 ends?
Before 2022, yes. We are even going to go for a visit at that area, Western region.
Opomanse.
So Opomanse is going to kickstart. Sheni is going to kickstart. And exploration activities of private sector participation, prospecting has also started. And we are all working in tandem to achieve that.
So Opomanse alone, that's where the investor wants to pump $800 million.
Yes. The drilling activities, making sure that, mining involves a lot of money. Yes. So we are on course.
How many jobs do we anticipate to create in that mining alone, Opomanse?
Opomanse, we should be able to create almost 2,000 to 3,000 jobs. And Sheni, when we start, is supposed to give almost 1,000 to 1,500 jobs. The president is in a hurry to make history, yes.
How much money do we use to import iron ore and steel and other related product into the country on a yearly basis?
Yearly basis, we spend 2.5 billion Ghana cedis. And all is importation. And these steel manufacturers who are in Ghana, like B5, Star Steel, and other big companies, are always also importing the raw material. So you can imagine if these people go and get a concession and mine, the cost of importation would come down. Presidents have come and gone. We've not said other presidents have not performed. But how many presidents has taken this iron and oil initiative into reality? The president, in his own wisdom, set up this GIISDEC and GIISDEC, the aluminium also. I can't talk for GIISDEC, but these two entities are working to bring in, position Ghana as an industrial, and it only takes a vision president supported by the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the government as a whole, and the support of the minister, to be able to realize.
And be sure to catch a repeat of that interview at myjoyonline.com. For now, let's talk politics.